once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one and all, to a brand new edition of The Quinn Spinn. I'm your host, Quinn, at least it's I'm known here on the program, and I'm back here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more for another rousing and riveting installment of the official podcast of Underground Music Collective. You just heard Revel 9's All Become at the top of the show. That's been our opening theme song here at the Quinn Spinn since the great year of 2014, and it will be until the very end of days. And you'll notice I'm back here once again in Studio A and helping our music evolve all by my lonesome for another Quinn Spinn solo mission. Of course, these solo missions highlight the life and times of a creative entrepreneur. A lot of times that's me. Sometimes it's somebody else. Sometimes it's a combination thereof. Who knows where it's going to go? We'll find out after I tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow on whatever your streaming platform of choice is, whatever the mechanism is there. Do it. Help more people find the show. Help more people engage and follow and tap in with us and spread this message. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing that. And let's get to it. There's a big summer ahead here for Underground Music Collective, for me personally. Of course, we've got some pretty big things happening in the Northeast this summer. Going back on iHeart in New York this June. We've got our big event at Steel Stacks in Bethlehem on the Levitt Pavilion, June 21st. If you're in the area, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania, please join us. It's a free show. Presenting at the Music Fest conference at the beginning of August. And there's more that we're cooking up there, here in Nashville, potentially elsewhere. Really, really excited. And I think of what it's taken to get to this point, And as you know, if you've listened to the show, watched the show for a while, you know that we've been at this, the Quinn Spinn, for nearly 11 years now. And I've been running Underground Music Collective here in Nashville since the end of 2018. And I took the leap from the comfy confines of corporate America to the professional wilderness that is creative entrepreneurship at the beginning of 2021. And I think back to that time, and I think back to my energy, this fearful, scarce, not necessarily overly collaborative energy, that I was putting out there at the beginning of 2021. And it led me to some really choppy seas. It led me to some adverse situations that, had I approached these situations with a different energy, perhaps would have gone differently in the moment, right? And I mean, look, you have to go through it. You have to learn that. You have to learn how to show up for your platform. And at the time, I took the leap, having always had a fallback, having always had in mind, like I could always go back to doing this, and this is the first time that, here we are now 3.5 years in with all these opportunities happening. I haven't fallen back to something. I've attempted the leap before, but it never stuck before this attempt, right? And I think what I realized, somewhere along the line, I would say somewhere around early to mid 2022, was that my energy needed to shift. My mindset needed to shift. It needed to shift from scarcity to abundance. It needed to shift from fear to hope, to optimism, to understanding the potential, to understanding the opportunities all around us, because they are all around us. And look, I know this isn't an easy journey. I've been on it for more than a decade myself, and again, full-time in the wilderness for the past 3.5 years. You're going to hit stumbling points. You're going to hit rejections, like I talked about on the last solo mission. You're going to hit adverse situations. But it's how you respond to them, the mindset that you carry forward, the energy you carry forward that dictates not only how often they pop up, but how long they stick around. And I'm noticing over the past couple of years, progressively, as I adopt this mindset of abundance over scarcity, this mindset of hope over fear, optimism over fear, that more opportunities are not only coming my way, coming the platform's way, but I find more people with similar energy coming into the fold, coming into my life, coming into my ecosystem, and we're finding ways to collaborate together. We're finding ways to work together. We're finding ways to relate to each other and come up with solutions instead of problems. And that's what I think is such a big thing right now, is so many people are on the internet and in our industry too, broadcasting the problems. Oh, the algorithm sucks. So streaming royalties don't pay us enough. Like, somebody needs to come in and fix the problem. That somebody is you. And the solution are the systems that you implement, the relationships that you build, and the energy that you put out there. That is going to solve a lot of your problems. That is going to get you through a lot of these choppy waters that we navigate as creatives, right? And I'm more than happy anytime and not to do the sales pitch, to talk through this with you because I've experienced it myself. And if you want to learn more, if you want to talk about it, if you want to kind of diagnose and troubleshoot some of the challenges you're dealing with right now, please reach out, umcnashville.com/academy. I'd be more than happy to find some time and see how we can help you. But the main thing I want to drive home is that the energy that you put out there is going to dictate the energy that you receive back. If you're operating from this scarce and fearful place, you're going to get more scarcity, you're going to get more fear back at you, you're going to get more adverse situations and antagonism. If you're operating from abundance, if you're operating from possibility, from joy, from hope, from love, that's what you're going to get back. And you're going to find more opportunities that are going to push not only you forward, but the people around you. That's what I want to share today. So think about that and follow the Quinn Spinn for more 2 N's and Quinn, 2 N's and Spin. Of course, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Also on the socials, Instagram and Threads, Quinn Spinn Official, Facebook and TikTok, The Quinn Spinn. Also, umcnashville.com is our central hub for all things independent music, creativity, community, and more. At UMC Nashville, lead you to us on most of the socials, except Facebook. It's UMC Worldwide. At Nash Live Shows, we are cooking up our next experience. Details on the way soon. Very excited. If you're here in Nashville, you'll definitely want to be aware of that. And of course, if you're not in Nashville and want to come to Nashville for it, I'd say that's a good call. At Gerard Longo 12, too, if you want to follow me for information on all of the above and the occasional fitness thirst trap, because it is thirst trap season. Revel 9's all I become. I'm going to take us out like it brought us in. Grab some muffins on your way out.